relatively famous, Ranch Rules star Hana Giraldo talks growing up with mom Pat Benatar and chats about her new reality show in an exclusive interview with HollywoodLife. She belongs. Hana Giraldo, 27, may be the daughter of rockstar Pat Benatar, 69, but is highly determined to make her own name for herself, and so far so good, especially with her mom's emotional support along the way. The creative artist and influencer currently stars in the e-reality show, relatively famous, Ranch Rules, where she is learning to adapt to life on a Colorado ranch with fellow famous celebrity offspring like Taylor Hasselhoff, 31, whose dad is David Hasselhoff, and Harry James Thornton, 27, aka Billy Bob Thornton's son, who is still close with his dad's ex, Angelina Jolie. Hana says the cast, which also includes Martin Lawrence's daughter Jasmine, Shaquille O'Neal's son Miles, Ray Parker Jr.'s son Redmond, and Billy Gunn's son, Austin, worked from the crack of dawn until the end of the night during their time on the ranch. And not like Instagram photo shoots, actual hard work, the singer told HollywoodLife exclusively. Like, oh, today you have to pick up horse shit. Perhaps worse than cleaning up horse manure? Hana says they had their phones taken away for the duration of the 4-week shoot last June. The horror. But, the Spitfire made the most of it, bonding with certain cast members while clashing with others as they fed goats and rode horses. Hana says she got on really well with Tay Hasselhoff from day one, but Harry James Thornton, not so much. When you are with 8 strangers, whether they're celebrity kids or not, there are going to be things that bother you, she explained. When it came to Harry, the pair nearly brawled after Harry called Hana a not so nice name and she erupted. There were definitely a lot of emotions going on at the ranch, Hana admits. Come on, what did they expect, that Pat Benatar's daughter is not going to stick up for herself? Luckily, Hana and Harry eventually call a truce and wind up becoming true friends. Hana also teases great chemistry with Austin Gunn, whom she goes on a date with on a January 26th episode. All the personality types are so different, Hana points out, that's what makes the show so comical. It gets so funny, it's just hilarious. Then again, the actress came onto the show already knowing a thing or two about what works comedically. For those who follow her online, she frequently goes viral with her own campy social media vids, explaining that she has always had a really strong, charismatic personality. And Hana's toned physique and striking looks also don't seem to hurt either. Related gallery. Hana Giraldo, see photos of Pat Benatar's gorgeous daughter. Hana caught the bug very early on and dreamed of being an entertainer like mom. I would run on the stage and just watch the audience while my parents were performing, she recalls of her childhood with Pat and Dad, Neil Giraldo, who wrote most of his wife's hits, like We Belong and Heartbreaker. Hana explains she would go sing with her mom, her fave is Shadows of the Night, and get butterflies watching the audience watch her, and she knew then this was what she wanted to do. Although it definitely doesn't hurt to have Grammy-winning parents when launching a music career, Hana says that with her family, it's totally different that fans would imagine. You know, I never really felt like I was Pat Benatar's daughter because my mother and father are so humble, she says, as if still in awe herself. If you met them, you would be like, that cannot be Pat Benatar. Hana explained that, for her parents, it was a very big deal to make sure Hana and her older sister Haley, 36, were raised like normal kids. My mother was always like, listen, I wasn't handed everything on a silver spoon, you have to work for it. So, right away, Hana was put to work, revealing she actually designed her mom's merch when she was a kid. I started working on tour and learning how to do things on my own, which I am very grateful for, Hana admits. I was so independent. I was ready to go. The tough skin I have now is from being her daughter. Pat has also taught her daughter an important lesson in resilience. Hana explains that her genuine, smart mama is simply the best person to call when she needs steering. Oh, I talk to her all the time. She's like friggin' Google, she knows everything, Hana shared proudly. She's one of my biggest role models in the world. So, what is the best piece of advice the rock legend has given her child? Time fixes everything. Today you might feel sad and you feel like the world's going to end, but I promise tomorrow that you'll wake up and feel different. If you just trust and let go, just let the universe take control, the universe will attract back what you put out. I've always stood by that. I just learned how to be real. Relatively Famous, Ranch Rules airs on Wednesdays at 8/9 count on E!